Hey y'all, it's Olichia and welcome back to another apartment renovation. Today we are here in the 1313 21 Chic Street apartment. It came with the City Living World, so it's in the world of San Myshuno, and it is a needs TLC apartment. So as you can see, the first thing that I'm doing is using the tool mod to delete all of those needs TLC items. There were some pipes that if you go into gameplay, they will periodically break and you need to fix them. There were some mouse holes that mice will periodically come out of, and I don't really know what your sim does to take care of the mice. I've played in a Needs TLC apartment once before, but it was so long ago. But anyway, those things were they were ruining the aesthetic of my apartment, so I had to get rid of them. And speaking of the aesthetic of this apartment, I wanted to go for a boho aesthetic. I'm not sure how successful I was with that. It's got some boho touches for sure. I don't know if it's entirely boho, but I think I'm going to title this video boho apartment, or like sort of boho apartment, or something like that, because I don't know what else to title it. Really, I'm not very good at coming up with titles. I think on the gallery it's called sort of boho apartment. But anyway, listen, here's what we're gonna do. In the comments, leave me a rating from 1 to 10 on how boho this apartment is. 0 being like it's not boho at all, 5 being like yes, it's boho, and 10 being like this is the most boho apartment I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, if you would just leave your ratings down below, that would be great. So this apartment ends up being 1 bedroom. It's a pretty sizable bedroom. 1 office, which is like medium size. It's like 3 tiles by 3 tiles, and you could easily turn it into a bedroom as well if you needed extra space for like a kid or a roommate or something. And there's 1 bathroom. So 2 bed, 1 bath, except one of the beds is actually an office. Yeah. The kitchen has sort of come together at this point. I use the Dream Home Decorator counters in a white swatch, and I pair them with the upper cabinets from Parenthood. Not sure why I did that. I just thought it was cute. Like the Parenthood upper cabinets have that pop of blue. I also did a bit of open shelving, which was really fun to clutter up. Also a bit of green, like there's some green appliances and the backsplash is green. As you can see now that we're moving on into the like living dining space / entryway, there is also green wallpaper there. So yeah, and I use that throughout the apartment. And you'll see I pair it with a lot of white swatches and cream swatches. So in the end, I think it turns out really, really cute. Like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but when I was finished building this, I was showing my husband and I was like, this actually kind of makes me want to play The Sims, like actually play it, because I never do that. I only ever build. But this apartment makes me want to like make a sim, move out to San Myshuno, do all the things there are to do in the city. Anyway, we got a little table and mirror by the front door, and now we're sort of moving on to the living area, which I think turns out pretty boho. Please let me know. I might be like an idiot who doesn't actually know what boho style is, but like those curtains, the couch, a chair that I add later, maybe even the TV stand, I feel like all give somewhat boho vibes to me. Anyway, also, what do you call that thing that you put the TV on? I want to call it a TV stand, but I feel like there's a different word for it and I just can't remember, so please let me know, I guess. Also, how many of you did the Nature's Calling event? It might still be going, it might be ending soon, I'm not really sure, but did you give it a go? Did you give it a try? Do you even care? I'd be very curious to know. I did it because I have severe FOMO of like missing out on mostly build and buy items, like the outhouse and the wallpaper that was available, and even the swimsuit. That's not a build and buy item, but there was this really cute swimsuit that you could like win. I don't know if that's the right word, win, but you could get it by completing the event. And so finally I was putting it off, and finally I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it in 1 sitting, and I'm just gonna get through it as fast as I can, because I really don't like gameplay, especially the tedious like event gameplay where you just have to complete a bunch of tasks in a row. I guess maybe that's just what The Sims is, but I was just like, I'll just get it done as fast as I can. And it went fine. It was kind of annoying and tedious, but it was also kind of enjoyable, so One thing though, one of the tasks that you had to complete was adopting a dog, or you didn't have to complete it, it was optional, but I have the cats and dogs pack, so I figured I might as well. And I just couldn't say no to the dogs. You know how they let you pick 3, and then of those 3 you choose which ones you want to adopt? So I did that, and I just couldn't say no to any of them, so I ended up adopting all 3 of the dogs, and that was a huge mistake, because trying to do all these tasks as fast as possible while also like caring for the dogs, taking them for walks, filling their food bowls, was very difficult. And they kept barking when my sim was sleeping, like waking her up, which was really annoying. But anyway, it worked out fine. I completed the event. I should probably talk about the build. I finished the living area as well as a little dining table with 3 chairs. I wanted to mention that in the living dining kind of open space, there are pops of dark blue. I just wanted to mention that because it was cute. I also finished the office, which as you can see has a computer, a bookshelf, an easel, some canvases, stuff like that. I think I also put a guitar, so a bit of skill building and like fun stuff for your sim to do. And now we are in the washroom. It is not very exciting, to be honest. It's got a shower tub combo, sink, toilet, your standard bathroom sort of stuff. The tile that I'm using on the walls is the same as the backsplash from the kitchen, and I use the matching tile on the floor. And now we are in the bedroom space. I'm using the same green wallpaper as everywhere else. I'm using the same curtains. I get this big fluffy rug from City Living, I think. It's not originally fluffy. I had to size it up twice, but it sizes up pretty well. And it looks really cute as a big rug. I also got that bed from high school years. I thought it was Boho, so I picked it. Again, this is so embarrassing. I don't actually know. But even if I was way off base with making a boho apartment, I still feel like I made a cute apartment. Feel free to disagree, leave it in the comments. One other thing that I did, you see it right there, I get a painting from the base game, which is of just like a black and white building, and then I combine it with this other painting that has this really ornate frame to just like add a frame to that original painting. And I think it's really, really cute in this space. I asked my husband if he liked it, because sometimes I'll just ask him for advice, like, should I keep this? Should I change this? So I asked him, like, should I keep this? And he was like, no, get rid of it. It's not right for the space. But I was like, I don't know, I kind of like it, so I kept it. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. I do it once more above the bed. Yeah. Anyway, here I am cluttering up some bookshelves. They're from Growing Together, and I just add like random clutter. Lots of extra books. Dream Home Decorator comes with a lot of cute like decorative boxes, so I used those. I also got a cute little basket full of blankets from Cottage Living that I thought went with the color scheme really well, even though I already have a basket of laundry in the living room. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, feel free to leave a like or subscribe for more builds like this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.